Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So let's talk battery life for the Galaxy Note 9 and the first cycle. This is my first cycle with running down this battery on my Galaxy Note 9. I'm going on, this was day 2 with the device, but I charged it once to do the first cycle, and ultimately what I got was I'm down to 7% right now. In this recording this video, I'm down to 7%, and I just dropped to 6%. And my current battery is about almost 5.5 hours of screen on time with almost 18 hours on a single charge. Now, is that impressive? Not really, considering this has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery inside, and I have tons of other phones out there that have 4,000 milliamp hour batteries inside that get great, like much better battery. However, I'm running the display at Quad HD, and this is only my first go around. So I'm assuming, like most things, it'll get better with extended use after it learns my pattern. Also, I run sync on anyway, so I keep my sync turned on. I don't turn off notifications and stuff like that. So I ran Quad HD. I run the screen all the way up. That's how I do if I have a Quad HD display. I'm gonna run it at the highest resolution. I think that's what I bought it for the highest resolution. And then also I had always on display on, and I know that always on display kills your battery. I noticed that always on display took up almost 12% when I was looking at the battery usage, and I was like, wow, you know, well, not 12, it's 6%, and then it took up 11 hours and 15 minutes of usage. So 6%, you know, and the OS is running at 6%. So having just gotten 5 hours, and right now I'm at 5 hours and 27 minutes. So I'm anticipating 5.5 hours with 17 hours and 45 minutes or 50 minutes. You know, that's not bad battery life, but considering I've got phones, and I know they're 1080p. Now, if I turn this down to 1080p, I'll probably certainly gain another 30 to 45 minutes or so at least. But again, I don't buy Quad HD display phones to run them at a lower resolution just to get the best battery life. That's not how I do it. So I want to do a quick video letting you guys know my first run with the battery. It's actually pretty good for what it is, but I know it can do better. I don't like having to charge within a 24-hour period, especially with a 4,000 milliamp hour battery inside. So, and again, I do have the Exynos version, so that might have something to do with it. You know, it depends on how it's optimized and things like that. So yeah, 6 gig, 128 gig Exynos version. So maybe I'll give you a better report on the second cycle. This is literally my first rundown of the battery, and I'm gonna put it on there, and I don't use them while they're charging. I'm gonna charge it back up, and we're gonna start from 100% again. So I want to ask how long it took to charge, and I don't know. To be fair, I don't use the Samsung chargers. I have a fast charging brick that I use for everything, and it charges everything. It's a smart charger, so it charges at the fastest rate continuously. So it took that thing about 1 hour and 45 minutes maybe to charge up this 4,000 milliamp hour battery, between 1.5 hours and 2 hours to charge this battery. And that's right in line with other chargers that I have. That's not something that's bad. Any phones that I have with big batteries like this, it takes about 1.5 hours to 2 hours to get it at 100% from zero. But I'm actually gonna plug this up at about 5% after this video. I'm at 6% right now, so I'm gonna plug it up at about 5% and see how long it takes, man. Yeah, so 5.5 hours of screen on time is what I'm grabbing right now on my first rundown. So wanted to do a brief video. I know you guys, a lot of you guys are asking me about the battery life, but it's just not time yet. I'm still working through the first 2 days. And but for what that is, I will tell you that's already right on par with the Galaxy Note, or if a little bit better. But it does have a smaller battery, so you know the extra 700 milliamps is coming in handy. Anyway, it's your man Jay Will. First battery rundown on the Galaxy Note 9, the Exynos version, because a lot of you guys have the US version, you have the Snapdragon version, so you might get better battery life. I don't know. I think most of the people who are reporting to me, when somebody posted on Twitter, and he got 4 hours. Let me get his name here. I'm gonna tell you his name, give him a quick shout out. He hit me up on Twitter and was like, yo, you know, that's not what about the battery life, Jay? You know, like, well, I haven't tested yet. I told him I was right there with him though. But his battery life was a lot different than mine. His here we go. His is he's down to 2%, and he's got 17 hours and 16 minutes, and he's got 4 hours and 9 minutes of screen on time. But remember, and that's James, shout out to James, that's always gonna, battery life is always gonna be what you are. Like, so however you're using your phone, that's what it depends on what applications you have. There's just a ton, there's just a ton of reasons a battery can be bad or good. So that's what it is. So I just installed Fortnite, and everybody's like, get ready for a bunch of DMs about free skins. I don't even know. I just downloaded Fortnite because it was available for my phone. I've never played the game before. Side note, I've never played the game before. Just found out what it was, because I normally don't play video games on my phones, like heavy intensive video games like that. But I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna try to play it. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'll do a video on it. I don't know. But I'm not a gamer, and nor do I claim to be a gamer. At least not on phones. I have other gaming systems, but I'm not. It's not something that I'm just excited about. That's what I'm getting at. Anyway, it's your man Jay Will. Battery life on this thing, it's decent so far. I'm not gonna jump up and down and say it's the greatest yet, because I'm under a 24-hour time frame, and I'm already having to charge at about 18 hours. So it's your man Jay. I am out. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna do the camera thing where you black it out with your hand like